UFC Fight Night Vittori versus Dolidze 2 is coming up this weekend, and today, guys, I have the very late betting guide for you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Apologies if you can still hear it. I'm just getting over being sick. If you follow the channel, that's why I've been off for a few days, so you're going to have to deal with the slow, deep breathing we have going on over here. So today, guys, we're going to be going through the betting recap, confident picks, an underdog opportunity for you, fights that I do not believe you should be betting on. I don't remember if I said the channel betting recap, but we're going to be going through that too, and the fun props and parlays with timestamps if you'd like to skip to any part of the video. And let's get started, guys, right away with the channel betting recap. And we only had one official play this time around. That was for Joshua Van to win. I wanted to bet more, but I didn't pull the trigger. I was supremely confident in Joshua Van to get the job done. And of course, we have a fun parlay that we do every week if you are brand new to the channel. And the fun parlay did not hit, but the serious play that we did have, Joshua Van, did hit. I loved him for that matchup. And you know what, guys? Moving forward, and if you follow the channel, you might know that I say this about Chepe Mariscal. He's a guy who just keeps on winning, and he fights so hard and improves at such a great rate that I don't care who Chepe Mariscal's fighting. I'm going to keep betting on him until the wheels fall off that train. I think I'm at that point for Joshua Van now. I don't care who he fights. I don't care if it's ranked. I don't care if he gets a title fight. I'm going to throw some money on Joshua Van until he loses. Now, I know he had the Charles Johnson loss. I understand that, but he was looking so good in that fight, man. He just ended up getting caught in that fight. I'm at that point with Joshua Van. I think moving forward until he ends up actually like losing up the ranks, I'm just going to keep betting on the dude. The dude will fight for your money. He's improving, and I can trust him to get the win. So, guys, if you are interested in either supporting the channel or seeing exactly what I am doing with my money each week, every Thursday, Friday, or Saturday morning, depending if I want to bet on Friday fights, I will be posting a communities members post for all members only, as well as a members only video diving into my reasoning behind my bets. If you'd like to combine my fight knowledge with your own research, I always say to never blindly tail. So if you want to either see what I'm betting on or support the channel, then you can do so. Just check out the channel membership in the pinned comment description down below or right next to the subscribe button. It is very cheap compared to other channels. Now, before we continue on, I do have an important note for this card. I believe this card to be extremely, extremely tough to bet on. I see a lot of upsets. I see a lot of fights. And honestly, for myself, just personally this weekend, I'm probably going to be keeping things very, very, very small. This one's a real toughie, okay? So keep that in mind when we are moving forward with the card. With that being said, guys, let's continue on to the video. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Let's move on to the confident picks that I have for you. And the first confident pick I have for you is going to be Kevin Villajos. Now, Kevin Villajos is a little bit bigger of a favorite than I would like to see against Sung Woo Choi. And Sung Woo Choi, unfortunately, is 11-7, hasn't been able to really put it together. And here's the problem with even in this card, guys, is I can see upsets happening just all of the time on this card. It's just one of those cards, if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you guys have been watching UFC for a long time, like even the fighter that I chose for lock of the week, I'm not sitting down, I'm like, that's lock enough for me to put money on, you know what I mean? While we're talking about the card, though, these are as confident as you're going to get. Kevin Villajos, I have been very impressed with so far, and I think he matches up well with Sung Woo Choi, and Sung Woo Choi hasn't exactly been able to put it together. I see Kevin Villajos having a nice, I don't want to say striking clinic, but I think he's going to get the better of Sung Woo Choi in this matchup. And if you guys are interested, by the way, if you are new to this channel, I have a full card breakdown already, diving as deep into these fights as you could possibly get. So these betting recap, these betting guide videos are kind of like a recap for that. And the next confident pick I have for you guys is going to be Elizeu Zaleski. I like the opponents that he's taken on recently. Elizeu Zaleski, he is 38 years old. He's still looking really, really nice, and I do believe that he'll just have more options against somebody like Chidi Njokuani. Chidi Njokuani will probably want to keep it standing. Chidi Njokuani, will probably want to, even if he wants to hold him up against the fence, I don't see Elizeu Zaleski really accepting that. I think that he has more tools in his arsenal to get the job done against a fighter like Chidi Njokuani. And he's coming off of like some really nice performances too. I know that recently he had the loss to Randy Brown, but Randy Brown's a really, really good fighter. The dude is still looking good at 38 years old, and I think he's going to get the job done against Chidi. So that is all for the confident picks that I have for you guys. Now let's talk about a couple underdog opportunities. These are not bets that I'm going to be making. These are not necessarily picks of mine. It's just if you're looking for value, perhaps you want to look for over here, okay? The first underdog opportunity is going to be Eunice Dubin. Last I checked, she was like a 4-1 underdog. I can't believe that. I think that's crazy, okay? These are two insanely, insanely tough girls. I cannot wait to watch this fight. And Eunice Dubin, if you would know, after the Contender Series fight, had a very, very, very clean knockout something you rarely see in the women's divisions, and she has knockouts pretty well her whole career. She's been looking good. Carly Judas is also a good fighter, though. That's a problem, right? I almost included this one in the do not bet, but for the amount of the underdog that Eunice Dubin's at right now, I honestly might even take a stab at that myself. Let's continue on to the next underdog opportunity. I might be alone in this one because I don't see a bunch of people talking about this. A.J. Cunningham. This one's a little bit more of a gut feeling of mine, guys, but I haven't been nearly as impressed with Su Young Yu to see this big of an underdog, okay? A.J. Cunningham, is he the best fighter in the world? Absolutely not. Is he capable of winning this fight? 100% he is. So those are the underdogs I'm kind of looking at. And again, I don't know if I'm going to want to play. I'm very tempted on Uniside, by the way. Now, let's continue on, guys, to a few fights that I believe you should not be betting on, which honestly is a good portion of the card. The first one is going to be Andre Lima versus Daniel Perez. Both of these fighters are very hyped up, very good. I am leaning towards the side of Andre Lima. So honestly, while I am talking about not betting on these fights, I personally don't think it's a good idea to bet on this fight. If you were to put your money on Andre Lima, I wouldn't blame you at all. The dude has been looking great, but Daniel Perez, man, he's also been looking good. So I think it's just one of those really, really, really tough matchups, okay? Let's continue on to Dinar Nirsoke taking on Brenson Ribeiro. Mostly because Dinar is completely 100% unproven. We have the one fight into the Contender Series, which we didn't really see too much. He's taking on a guy in Brenson Ribeiro who is hit or miss in the division. They probably want him to get a win. Will he win? I would imagine so, but I'm waiting for the fraud check on this one, guys. I just am. So for this one, I am staying completely away from it. Let's continue on over to no explanation for this one. Sam Hughes, Stephanie Luciano. Both girls are completely unimpressive in the division. Both girls, like, nothing about them screams UFC caliber, and I do not believe that you should be betting on this one because that fight could go either way and anything can happen. Let's continue on to Waldo Cortes-Acosta versus Ryan Spann. More so because of Ryan Spann. First of all, Ryan Spann, I never want to bet on a Ryan Spann fight because he's one of the most inconsistent fighters of all time, but also Ryan Spann moving up to heavyweight. We don't know how that's going to look. Ryan Spann, a guy who's been chinny in the past. If he gets clipped by Waldo Cortes-Acosta, is his chin going to look better at heavyweight? Or is he just going to get flat knocked out again? We don't know. We need to see him have a good performance at heavyweight before I actually sit down and go, okay, you know what? Ryan Spann can be a solid contender, but I almost wanted to include him as an underdog opportunity, man. So a couple of these, I don't blame you. This is one of the more tough betting guide videos that I've made. But let's continue on, guys, to lock of the week, which even then, I'm not feeling so great about lock, guys. I'm not feeling so great, but the most confident pick I have on the card is Damon Blackshear. Guys, he is a million times better of a fighter than Cody Gibson is, but Cody Gibson is also a very capable fighter himself, and we've seen Damon Blackshear chin before, okay? I don't even know if I want to bet on this one, man. I am going to really have to dive into maybe some 1.5 round lines on this card. I do not like this card at all for betting, okay? But out of all of the fighters on the card, I do believe Damon Blackshear is the most likely to get the job done. He's a very complete fighter. He's one of the most underrated fighters in the bantamweight division, and he's taken on a very tough opponent. I do believe that he is going to get the job done. He has more tools. He's going to be calm in there using fight IQ. I believe he's just better than Cody Gibson. I believe he will get the win. Let's continue on, guys, though, to the fun props and parlay section. Let's see if there's anything that we can take a look at over here. And by the way, guys, Odds Jam over here is a partner of the channel. If you guys want to subscribe to Odds Jam, you can get a discount using my link in the pinned comment description down below. Use code Clenbat. Odds Jam is a fantastic tool. So we can see, oh, when did this get added? When did this get added? That's cool. Okay. I didn't even know about that. I've been so sick the past few days, guys. But let's see what kind of props we can make over here. Andre Lima, Daniel Perez. Both guys are pretty tough over 1.5 minus 375. Don't love that. Do we get any plus money anywhere for anything? There's nothing really that screams out to me. Even Roman Dolidze and Marvin Vettori over 3.5. That's definitely going to happen. Yeah, there's nothing over there. Kevin Viajo, Sungwoo Choi. I don't even like that, man. There's nothing over there that really makes me screen. Actually, Cody Gibson, Damon Blackshear. If you want to talk about an under 2.5, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all, but it's definitely not something that I want to play. Dude, I don't know what I'm going to be betting on this time around, guys. That's crazy, okay? Over under, at least you get minus 200 for AJ Cunningham and Su Young Yu, excuse me. Sam Hughes, wow. Sam Hughes, Stephanie Luciano, over 1.5 minus 1,000. Oh my God. That's wild. Yeah, nothing screaming out like, hey, let's bet on this, okay? But let's continue on, guys, over to the fun parlay section. This is just a part of the, this is just like a part of the video where we can just see what we want to make over here. Oh, and I have the wrong, there we go. We love to see it. Still getting used to all my OBS scenes over here. So let's make some picks over here. What a toughie, okay? Carly Judas, Priscilla Cachoeira. Let's see what we can get for the entire card, okay? Andre Lima, Josias Musasa, Tuffy. I'm going to go Dayar. I'm going to go with, oh, that's a toss-up. Let's skip that one, okay? Ryan Spann, AJ Cunningham. This is going to be some juicy money. Alexander Hernandez, Kelvin Viejos, Eliza Zaleski. Tuffy, too. I keep flip-flopping this one. Roman Dolidze. Oh, my God. Just even $50 on that. Oh, that would never hit, but that would be juicy, man. There are quite a few underdogs that I like on this card. If you want to switch like Unice over there, oh my God. Oh my God. But let's continue. Like, let's actually pick some confident picks over here, okay? Not a lot of confident picks. Well, what are my confident picks? Eliza Zaleski, and who else was it? Damon Blackshear, there was one more. Kevin Viejos. Those together about 2 times your money. I actually don't hate that as well, man, but this, I do not suggest parlaying anything this time around. Very, very tough card. If you're new to the channel, something my sister and I do every week is we put 10 cents on every single underdog on the card. Almost Millionaires one time on a Bellator card. Let's see what we get over here. 10 cents. Oh my God. Yeah, there are some juicy underdogs over here. Like, am I crazy? Because there's some really, really big favorites over here. Maybe, like, honestly, some of these underdogs are just worth a stab. Like, what do you even get for, like, putting all the favorites on, okay? What do you even get for putting on all the favorites? Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yeah, like, that's not even a ton for 13 fights. Like, crazy, man. But I don't even see anything where if it's like you want to get, like, risky. Like, even if you want to go, like, maybe Andre Lima, who else would you even put him with? Like, Damon Blackshear? I don't even like that either. This is such a tough card, guys. Be very, very careful this weekend. I am going to be betting with a very, very small amount. I hope that you guys do the same. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments. Let me know what you think about the fights. And if you want to check out the full card breakdown right here, you can check it out on screen. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Take care.